Hello, my fellow Nigerians. Another warning again to Tinubu in Aso Rock. The warning comes from one of our own that Aso Rock is now shaking as Tinubu received warning. See why he must release Nnamdi Kanu immediately. A prominent Nigerian cleric, Daniel Sunday Onuoha, has issued a stern warning to President Bola Tinubu, urging the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Onuoha, the founder of Peace of Yahweh Synagogue and Eastern Judaism, claims that God has instructed him to deliver this message, warning that severe consequences, including death, await those responsible for Kanu's continued detention. In what he described as his second and possibly final open letter to the Nigerian president, Onuoha emphasized that his message is not a personal threat but a divine directive from God, referred as to Yahweh in his letter. He stressed the urgency of Kanu's release, stating that failure to do so would bring calamities upon Nigeria, including economic, political, and social turmoil. This is not a threat to you, Mr. President, but a message from the Most High God, Yahweh. Onuoha wrote. He claimed that God has specifically chosen him to deliver this warning to President Tinubu, urging him to heed the message to prevent impending disaster. Onuoha reminded Tinubu of his previous warning, delivered shortly after the president's inauguration in 2023, reiterating that the situation has now become more critical. He stated that the challenges currently facing Nigeria are just the beginning of the troubles that will escalate if Kanu is not released. The existing problems in Nigeria now are part of the penalties slated to manifest but in a milder degree. But if you fail to release him, harder ones shall come, Onuoha cautioned. He further warned that the nation would experience intensified economic hardships, political instability, and social unrest if Kanu's detention continues. The cleric also emphasized that the death of those involved in Kanu's detention is another possible consequences, as God, according to Onuoha, has decreed severe punishment for anyone obstructing Kanu's mission. He described Kanu as a prophet sent by God to rescue not only the Biafran, but people that also that of Yoruba, Oduduwa people, suggesting that any opposition to Kanu's mission would be met with divine retribution. My people, what do you see to this? Onuoha continues, urged President Tinubu to learn from past leaders who ignored similar warnings and faced their consequences. He recalled how previous leaders, including former Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan, failed to act on divine warnings, leading to the country's current challenges, particularly in the eastern region. In his letter, Onuoha drew a parallel between the current situation and a historical event where former Biafran leader Odumegwu Ojukwu released Chief Obafemi Awolowo to maintain peace before the Nigerian Civil War. He urged Tinubu to take swift action, by releasing Kanu to prevent further calamities. I'm only a servant. I'm a messenger of God, Yahweh. I advise you to act fast to avoid the upcoming calamities, disasters that shall befall you and the country, Nigeria, Onuoha concluded. The detention of Nnamdi Kanu has been a contentious issue in Nigeria, sparking protests and calls for his release from various groups, particularly in the southern eastern region, where IPOB has strong support. Kanu has been in detention since his arrest in 2021, facing charges related to his advocacy for the secession of Biafra from Nigeria. My people, what do you see to this? This is what we are saying, that we should listen to the voice of the people so that calamity will not befall us. Well, this is what all we are saying, that we should listen to people of God, whatever they say. Like the northern people, northern group flags off another warning and advice to the Aso Rock Villa. The League of Northern Democrats, currently being led by the former governor of Kano State, Ibrahim Shekarau, has flagged off some moves to transform into a national platform in its bid to midwife a political system that would unseat President Bola Tinubu in 2027. Investigations by the Nigerian Tribune confirmed that the League, which originally started as a movement of like-minded northern political war horses, who are largely disenchanted with the governance model under President Tinubu. After their initial meetings, which succeeded in harnessing political bigwigs across the northern, northwest, northeast, and north central, it was learned that the group has resolved to expand its focus and engage southern political interests that would enable it to raise a formidable party that would unseat President Tinubu in 2027. Sources informed the Nigerian Tribune that the plan is to expand the score across the southern states, while a special focus would be placed on the southwest, the base of the incumbent president. It was gathered that stakeholders in the group had calculated that unless a formidable plan, Nigerian political structure is put in place ahead of 2027, Tinubu would be too strong to contend with. A source close to the situation said of the thinking of the political bigwigs, with the president's control of the political structure, the ruling party, and the inroads he has made into the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, it would be difficult to unseat him, but leaving him to continue would mean Nigeria would be enthroning a hegemony that could dictate the pace of its politics the way it likes. If we fought against military rule as a nation, the essence of that is to avoid the rule of one man, but Tinubu's firm hold on the political firmament may take us back into the danger of one-man rule. Former governor of Jigawa State, Alhaji Sule Lamido, said in an interview with the Saturday Tribune that Tinubu was already becoming an emperor who would be difficult to dislodge in 2027. A statement largely shared by associates of the LND. It was learned that the LND leadership had concluded plans to woo political figures from southern states in their determination to build a pan-Nigerian platform meant to rescue the presidency from Tinubu in 2027. It was also gathered that a special focus is being placed on the Southwest, given the zone's voting strength and the propensity to ensure bloc votes. Tinubu's influence in the zone was also taken into consideration, with sources disclosing that the group would prefer to raise a candidate from the Southwest to fight Tinubu. With the near collapse of the plot to lure ex-President Goodluck Jonathan into the presidential race due to the constitutional constraint that bars a vice president or who succeeds his late boss from seeking office more than once, a condition Jonathan had fulfilled in 2011. It was learned that the group is looking towards raising a candidate from the Southwest. Text including a headline, Nigerian Tribune. My people, where do you see to this? In the comment section, say your opinion, comment, subscribe, share, love, like. God bless Nigeria. Thanks and God bless. Amen.